Hard Rock Roxino Northfield Park presents The Rizzo Show. And now your host, Tony Rizzo.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to a studio audience edition of The Rizzo Show. Mike Polk and I are here live at the Roxino. Michael, what a treat it is to be at our favorite place in Northeast Ohio in front of a live audience.
With all these wonderful people who came out to support, with apparently not a ton going on tonight, we appreciate your openness of your schedules. Thank you, everyone. And how about you people give yourselves a round of applause for coming out and supporting live local television. How about it, people? Thank you very much for coming out.
Well, we have a very special show here for you tonight. We've got a very special guest, plus Michael and I are going to debut a very special new song that we've been working on.
That should go great.
All weekend long.
Woo! It's going to be fun, right?
You don't sound like you're ready to go.
I'm stoked. I'm ready to rock this bad boy.
All right, all right.
Absolutely.
Well, the first thing we're going to do, Michael, is everybody knows it is halftime. It is bye week for the Browns. They have played 8 games.
Right.
We have 8 more left.
I know.
And I thought we would go through and maybe give our grades for the first half of the season.
Well, I think that's going to be great. And I do think that the Browns have earned some time off. I mean, just to catch their breath in this whirlwind of a season, just to try and say maybe they could make some improvements, maybe a few things they could tweak a little bit.
Right.
You know, those are the decisions they're making right now.
Right. So I figured we'd start, and the audience is going to actually help us out too.
Oh, good.
Okay?
I'm glad.
So I'll start it out, Michael, and I think we should start with the Browns offense.
Sure.
Do we have any Hugh Jackson fans here?
Any Hugh Jackson, offensive coordinator / coach Hugh Jackson?
Yeah.
Nobody?
Hugh is his own offensive coordinator, and Michael, I thought that might be a problem because he seems to be a little bit overwhelmed on the sidelines.
Yes. And the problem is he can't fire himself.
That's right.
Yes.
Nor will he fire himself.
Right.
He won't replace anyone. I think the play calling's been peculiar at best.
Yes.
I don't think he's tailored the offense for a rookie quarterback.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm gonna go ahead and give Hugh Jackson in the offense.
Oh, wow.
An F.
That's a harsh grade right out of there. Keep him down for a second.
I'm
folks.
sorry.
No, that's fair. That's
I'm
more
sorry.
Than fair.
I'm gonna give him an
Absolutely.
F.
You know, I agree with you to a certain extent. You know, I don't think it's been perfect so far. I do think he's been flailing about a little bit. Oftentimes, I think in these last few games, to maybe try and save his job, you know, just trying anything that works, switching out quarterbacks and everything. And that's why I'm going to go with your same grade, and I think I'm going to give him an F, too.
An F.
I'm sorry,
An
Hugh.
F.
I'm sorry, Hugh.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the crowd will be a little bit more forgiving.
Probably.
All right. So.
Yes.
You guys all have your grades out there. Our audience here at Hard Rock Roxino Northfield Park, what would you give the Browns offense?
Oh, wow. That looks pretty.
Yeah.
That looks
yeah,
pretty
that's,
determinate.
It's kind of
Not
what
a
I
lot
thought
of-
there.
Not a lot of B's or A's out there.
Well, how about the defense? Michael, I have to say this. Out of the 8 games, I feel like the defense has played 2 good games.
Yes.
I think having Jabril Peppers 40 yards off the line of scrimmage, being a playmaker,
Could be hindering
is kind of
them.
weird.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of play when they want to. They seem like they're gassed at the end of every game.
Yes.
I know they're on the field a lot.
Right.
I don't like the scheme, and let's face it, Michael, they're 0-8.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give the defense
Oh,
an
wow.
F.
You're being a real Simon Cowell.
I'm gonna give the defense an F.
Good
here.
Lord.
All right,
all
I'm
right.
sorry.
I got to think about this one a little bit. I agree. The defense has probably been better than the offense. Would you agree? But at the same time, if we're going by that grade school grading thing, I mean, if you are worse than 50%, we can agree the defense has not been good at least 50% of the time. I got to go with the F as well. I'm
You're going
sorry.
F.
I'm
F
going
for
F.
the Browns
I am.
defense.
But we should really ask the audience what they think. That's the important
Yeah, let's
thing.
see. Audience, what grade do you want to give the Browns defense? Yeah.
Wow, that is very unanimous again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not
All right,
a
well,
lot of
Hey, let's go special teams.
special
all right?
teams. That'll be better, probably.
Well,
yeah.
now wait a minute. Our kicker has missed about 6 or 7 field goals.
Oh, you mean the kicker we drafted?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one we
okay,
kept
the
instead
one we
of the
spent
guy.
a draft pick on.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we've had a lot of penalties as well.
Yeah, a couple of those.
Fumbles,
Uh-huh.
possessions.
Yep.
We've even missed a couple of extra points.
Yeah, that's
but you know
amazing.
what? I'm going to give them an F.
Okay, all right.
All right.
You went with F.
I'm gonna give him an F.
I gotta tell you, your tone leading into that made me think maybe you're gonna do something different.
It's a
Very
upper F.
deceptive.
It's
Yeah.
an upper F.
Yeah. And,
How about you?
I'm gonna go ahead and save everybody the time of explaining it. I will give them an F as well. You can't miss extra points, people. They're chip-ins, and I'm sorry it's still enough. But maybe the audience will feel different.
I feel like the audience is going to be more forgiving.
Let's
audience, what do you guys think? What do you think?
Wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of F's going on.
Here's my question. Why do we even bother to print out all those A's, B's, and C's and D's?
They're coming because
Okay,
now it's
probably.
time to grade the front office.
Oh, good. This will
All
go
right?
better.
The front
I think this is
office,
bound to go
right?
better. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Is Deshaun Watson playing very well?
Is he?
He is
Oh,
with the
yeah,
Texans.
not on our
That's
team.
right.
Oops. Yeah.
And Carson Wentz is
He's doing
good
for another very good
and
team
our
right
top
now.
pick has missed 5 of the first 8 games with an injury.
Yes.
Second pick in the first round is also injured.
Yes, he is.
And we really don't have any playmakers.
Nothing beyond that. Yeah. So what are you going with?
I'm gonna go ahead and give him an F.
An F.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Front
very hard.
office is gonna get an F.
Not to play devil's advocate here, Tony, but as far as I'm concerned, they also get an F from me. I'm sorry, everybody. I did a head fake on you. I'm also giving the special.
Well, I don't know if the crowd is
That's
going
the
to do
front office.
the same thing here, Michael. Let's see. Crowd, what do you give the front office?
What do you guys think? That looks like a lot of F's again.
Somebody
Wow.
has their F sideways, and it looks like even worse.
If
than
you
an F.
just read, I know it looks, yeah. If you just read this way, it just sounds like all the way across the room.
Michael, you've been a lifelong Browns fan. Is
I
this
have.
the most miserable season you've suffered through yet?
You know what? I feel like last year's miserable season really prepared me for this year, sort of inoculated me like a flu shot. And so I'm having a hard time feeling as awful this year as I did last year. So it's kind of a wash. I'm in that gray in-between area where I'm having a hard time caring.
Well, for as miserable as it's been, Mike, at least we have the Cavaliers play. Oh, wait a minute.
They're not looking real good either right now.
Oh, wait a minute.
They're going to figure it out. You know they're going to figure
I
it out.
do hope they'll figure it out, but the teams they've lost to in the past week and a half have a combined winning percentage of like 20.
Yeah, it's not great.
And something is wrong with the Cavs right now.
It is, but here's what I keep reminding myself, all right? This is a LeBron James-led team. It all goes through him. He's the bottom line. He's the reason these new free agents are here. He's everything. And he took a team to the finals in 2007. Do you remember who was in that rotation?
Barely.
Donyell Marshall. Remember that cat? He was there, I believe. Boobie Gibson. We had
Boobie Gibson played very well in that series. I
Eric
want you to know.
Snow, Drew Gooden. So that he drugged that team kicking and screaming into the NBA Finals, and so that's why I have a hard time getting worked up when they're losing by 10 this early in the season.
Let me put it this way: do we still have LeBron?
We do still have LeBron James.
Then,
Yep.
then we should be
Yes,
okay.
we should be fine. I'm
All
not
right.
worried.
Is
about it.
everybody?
That's good.
Is everybody over the Indians in the World Series and everything, and not being?
It still hurts. I hated that you even brought it up. Honestly,
I kind of had to.
that one hurt. I know, but it hurt.
How big of a disappointment?
It was huge, obviously. I mean, it was a big letdown. I don't think it should take away from the season that they had necessarily.
Oh, it took away.
It did. It's something you're supposed to say. You're right. Of course it was a huge letdown. Absolutely. But we've got this young core that's coming back, and we get to watch a great baseball team again next year. That's how I'm looking at it.
We
know?
do, and hopefully we'll be out there for spring training like we are every year.
What would you do to have the Browns have a good regular season and then lose in their first playoff? Wouldn't that be like acceptable to you at this point?
Cyanide.
See, we're spoiled. We're spoiled by these Indians and Cavs teams. So let's appreciate them. And you're right. But boy, that did suck. Didn't
All kidding aside, folks, as far as the Browns go, just remember this: big changes are coming. They have to be. There's no way they could bring back this crew that is now. What are they? 1-23?
1-23
after their first 24 games.
That sounds like you have some inside information, though. Is that true, Tony? Do you know of some stuff going on?
We'll have to wait and see on that.
He's always on the inside.
Maybe our next guest that we're going to bring up in the next segment might know.
I can't wait to see who that is.
We have a very special guest. Don't go anywhere. He's next, and we're live from Roxino for the Rizzo Show. Stay with us.
Hang out, folks.
Roxino is going to have a Veterans Day salute to all the men and women who have served. The Hard Rock Roxino salutes you. All veterans will receive a complimentary buffet at the Fresh Harvest Buffet from 8 until 3 and get a 15% discount at the Rock Shop from 10 until 1. Just show your military ID at either venue to receive your discounts. Welcome back, Rizzo Show. We are here at the Roxino with our live studio audience, and look at the. How about a round of applause for our special guest, Birdie?
Wouldn't it have been great to get that kind of a round of applause when we came out?
No, they don't care about us.
It's strange.
Bern, thanks for being here. Your book is out, selling like hotcakes. It's available here at the gift shop or BernieKosar19.com. Bern, I love you to death, but the title of the book is Learning to Scramble. I thought you were one of the smartest quarterbacks to ever play, but you couldn't scramble, bro.
That's the play on words. That's the play on words. We have our good friend Jim Trout from Acme Grocery Stores here. So as he was chasing me around, he helped me come up with the name. And
Learning to Scramble.
And it's more about like kind of a life's lessons of things that you've learned. Of course, going through football, you learn a lot of cool things in the locker room, on the field, but also experiences like this and how to handle yourself off the field. There's been a lot of highs for me, but also been some lows. And to be able to really genuinely, introspectively kind of look at myself in the mirror and kind of try to grow from it, I've learned probably more through some of my negative experiences than I have some of my positive ones. I'm so blessed, though, to have so many more positive ones and learn from the past, but moving forward and enjoying the now and being ready for the future. It's really about learning to scramble.
There's a lot of pressure on you as representing this hopeful time that has not existed since you left. I mean, that's why people are so drawn to you, because you represent a time when we still had hope as a football team, and that is a lot of pressure. Do you ever feel that pressure from people?
It's a really good question. Yes is the short answer. I mean, and part of it, even with the way the record's going now, and part of the show tonight with being the midway point and being 0-8 right now, you want to, at least I do, I want to see people happy. I want to see people feeling good. And there's a direct correlation. I mean, Riz, Mike, we've talked about this on and off the air. We're victims or beneficiaries of how Sunday afternoons go. And when they're not going good, you know, we feel bad. And all of us up here, we want people to feel good. We want to enjoy the show tonight. We want to enjoy our great community. We want to enjoy the Roxino. We want to enjoy Browns wins. And that's just something you want to help provide people with. And yeah, I like to think that all of us have been around it enough that we know how to, you know, have that materialize.
How about a big round of applause for Bernie? Let's hear it.
Thank you.
Hey, we want to remind everybody here at Hard Rock that Hard Rock is Hiring Heroes job fairs coming up. Hard Rock Roxino Northfield Park hiring heroes, especially ones that have served and their spouses, during the job fair November 9th. You can apply online at hrrnp.com before November 9th and come to the job fair between the hours of 3 and 7. Special consideration given to our veterans, active duty, and our spouses. Isn't that great? From the Roxino. Give them a round of applause. We're back with more Rizzo Show after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. It's Rizzo Show from the Roxino. Our special guest, Bernie Kosar, is here. His book is out. It's called Learning to Scramble. Right now, we're going to do a little question and answer with our studio audience. Mike Polk Jr., take it away.
Bernie, what positives would you take away from this season, if there is any? And if you were the owner, what moves would you make to ensure a brighter future for Browns and Browns fans?
The brighter future is easy. We want to win. You know, what positives you want to take out of this year? Right now, I caution everybody not to, players especially, that you can't dwell in the past. You want to learn from what's happened in this last 8 weeks of games. You don't want it, obviously, to materialize and come through Thanksgiving and Christmas time. You got to start building a foundation to get a positive feeling going into next year.
What's your question for Bernie Kosar?
I'm going to go back to, I hate to say it, but the drive. What were you,
Nice talking with you.
Yeah, what a great thing to bring up.
What were you doing on the sideline besides just watching? Who were you standing by? What were you saying, and what were you doing during that time?
It's a good question. I was taught by Howard Snellenberger in college and Jimmy Johnson in college that when you're a quarterback, at the end of the game, you have to think about the worst case scenario happening. And you are supposed to be thinking of what's going to happen that could be the most adverse to you. So in case it does happen, as the quarterback, you and your offense is ready to go. So I was actually coming up with plays in case they did score and left time on the clock, which they really didn't, to come up with 2-minute plays to try to get a field goal if they did score.
What do you miss most about your playing days?
I think the thing that most players say, and I know for myself, the camaraderie of being in the locker room, being around the guys, and although we joke a lot about doing what you want to do or drawing up my own plays, I really loved in football having a defined schedule. I liked being told what to do. I liked the combination of my week being a football game on Sunday. I loved that everything centered around that, whoever that game was, that upcoming game. That kind of missing that focus of beating an opponent on that given Sunday is something that still kind of resonates within me.
Say thank you, Bernie Kosar.
Bernie, we love you.
Don't go anywhere. More Rizzo Show when we come back. Stay with us.
Hey Rockstars, it's Mandy, and this is what's happening at the Rocksino. Big wheels keep on turning all month long during our $200,000 truckload of free play giveaway. Every Saturday starting November 4th, you have the chance to win a brand new GMC Canyon pickup truck. Plus, between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., win your share of $50,000 in free play during our hourly drawings. Rockstar Rewards members earn entries daily until November 25th. Don't miss your chance to win all month long. Treat yourself to our new Comfort 10 menu in the Hard Rock Cafe. Every Sunday through Thursday, enjoy 6 hearty homemade entrees for under $10 with your Rockstar Rewards card. Don't miss Michael Carbonaro live this Saturday when he brings his amazing mind-blowing magic to Hard Rock Live. And the guys from The Sopranos take over Club Velvet with their Forget About It comedy for 2 shows this Friday and Saturday. Tickets for all Rocksino shows are on sale at the Rocksino box office or Ticketmaster.com. Find your rhythm at Hard Rock Rocksino Northfield Park. Vegas Experience, Ohio address.
Thank you for joining us for the Rizzo Show, folks. We've got a little treat for you right now. We know what a tough year it's been for the Browns. We still love our Browns very much, but Mike and I came up with a little ditty that kind of describes what's going on right now. And the name of the song is, well, it's a parody song, but it ain't, my English teachers are going to love that.
Sure.
It ain't our fault.
Because it's not your fault, people.
Is it our fault?
You can't help it. No. Don't let people get down on you because of this team. It's not your fault. That's all we have to say.
Why are we wearing these cowboy hats again?
It's for effect.
No particular reason. All right, here we go. You guys ready?
Kick that fat beat.
All right, here we go.
Oh, feel it, everybody. Just feel it in your gut. Yeah. What could go wrong?
Blame the Browns for the losing. Blame the losing on the Browns. Blame the factory of sadness that brings everybody down.
Yep.
Blame Jimmy for Sashi. Blame Sashi for Hugh. Mike Holmgren, Joe Banner, Ray Farmer too. But it ain't our fault.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't our fault. This is our hometown and we're loyal to the Browns, but it ain't our fault.
It's not your fault, people.
Blame my stroke on the Browns. Blame the Browns for my stroke. Blame the fight on the Steeler fan that couldn't take a joke. Who did draft Spurgeon when I didn't trade for Brady Quinn? Colt McCoy, Johnny Football, RG3, and we did. But it ain't our fault. But it ain't our fault. This is our hometown and we're loyal to the Browns, but it ain't our fault. Here comes your part. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm excited.
I'm just a Browns fan. I will attest to that. Somebody find me my franchise quarterback. And all we do is laugh, cause if we don't, we'll cry. Whatever happened to our damn good times, but it ain't our fault.
Right, sweet little guitar interlude. Yeah.
That's right. Ain't our fault. Oh.
Pretend I have a guitar right now.
Mike left it in the car. Swear to God.
Here it comes. I'm ready. I'm just about to jump in.
Oh, I got something for you.
Blame the drive on the bubble, blame the bastard Art Modell. He's the reason every season we've been living in this hell. Blame the orange on our helmets, blame the draft picks poorly spent. Seems our chance at getting better. Carson came, Carson Wentz, but it ain't our fault. One more time. I'm just a Browns fan. I will attest to that. Somebody find me my franchise quarterback. All we can do is laugh, or else we'll start to cry. Whatever happened to our damn good times, but it ain't our fault.
No, it said it ain't our fault.
It's not your fault, people. It's not your fault.
It was amazing. We got through all the words. Folks, listen, thank you for being here, our first ever live audience. We appreciate it very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Good to be alive. Good night, everybody.